welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited about today's show because in the building today I have a wrestling legend, y'all. Booker T is joining me. Y'all know him. He is a two-time WWE Hall of Fame inductee, six-time world champion. Listen, his receipts, like, it's longer than the receipts they give you at CVS. He is wrestling royalty. Period. Point. The blank. Mary had a little lamb, and whatever else that you put on the end of a sentence, okay? We are going to be talking about a new documentary series coming to A&E, kicks off April 18th, and it is all about the most memorable WWE superstars. And Booker T's episode actually airs on May 9th at 8 o'clock on A&E. So we're going to talk about what we can expect in the documentary and more, so stay tuned because you don't want to miss today's show. Welcome to Check the Rhymes. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. Well, listen, I have my father is one of your biggest fans, so he has fed me all this information about you. You are wrestling royalty. So, what can we expect on this documentary? What can we expect to learn about you?
Just the real life side of Booker T. People have been watching me on television for many, many years. And a lot of people know my story, but to get a chance to actually see it, walk through it. I always like to, with wrestling, I always try to make people feel a certain something when they watch. And the same thing with the documentary. I want them to be able to feel it so they can be able to walk away from it with something, that they can actually use in their life. I always say preparation is the only luck you're ever going to have. And I think I'm prepared to actually get to this moment, not even knowing it in certain ways.
What do you hope that people take away from it? Like, is there a message that you hope besides, preparation, that they take away from seeing your story on TV?
Well, it's a lot of young people out there. We always hear about the stories in Chicago with young people and how it is and whatnot. But we never talk about how they got in those positions, how they got in those situations. Right. A lot of times, they're born into those situations. A lot of times if, just say, for instance, the gang member don't see, if their son can't get to college, what's next for them? They got to follow this lifestyle. It's a cycle. And for me, I think, it was a cycle. I lost my parents when I was young. I quit school. I went to prison. But I ended up turning it all around, having a son that I had to raise on my own. He ended up in foster care, and I had to look at myself in the mirror, and I had to make a choice, and the choice was very, very simple. I said, my mother, a single parent, raised 8. How can I, as a man, not raise 1? How can I not take on that responsibility? So my life changed then. And there's a lot of young people in that same situation. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and that's the story right there. If Booker T did it, I could do it too.
Absolutely. And it's empowering as well. It's very empowering. What would you say? Actually, let me back up. My dad had this question. He wanted to know how you came up with the spinneroonie.
I didn't play sports or anything, and I didn't like school a whole lot. But I was a drum major in school, and I was a dancer. I used to, I was a street dancer. I just used to be in a lot of the talent shows, all the local talent shows, and no matter what events it was going on, if it was a dance contest, me and my group would always show up. So that's where that come from. Break dancing back in the day, just being a street kid.
Okay. What is the craziest fan story? Like, I'm sure, wrestling fans can be over the top. So what do you have, like a crazy fan story you could share?
Man, I think the craziest fan story I have is really, really crazy. I had this one fan stalker, and I don't know how she would find out, but she knew exactly what hotels I was going to be in, all of my flight arrangements. I would have gifts in my room before I got there. And a lot of times it would be hotels that I didn't even know I was going to stay in until I got on the road. So it was really, really weird. And she ended up getting locked up at one of the hotels. I found out who it was, and it was just the craziest thing in the world. But that's probably the craziest.
Wow.
Yeah.
She must have had the hotel connect giving her like the tea on where she was going to be.
I don't know if she was acting like my agent or what. I don't know what it was, but it was nuts. It was scary. It was scary. It was like out of one of those movies. Yeah.
Wow. That's like Lifetime movie meets wrestling.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right. Let everybody know where they can see the documentary.
The documentary, definitely, guys, you don't want to miss out. Sunday, April 18th, A&E 8, 7 Central. Get a chance to kick it off with Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Roddy Piper, Macho Man Savage, Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Warrior, Mick Foley, Bret the Hitman Hart, as well as Booker T. Just for my name to ring with those legends right there, man, that was my ultimate goal at the beginning of this ride. So definitely, guys, check out the documentary, A&E, Booker T. Like Mean Gene Oakland used to say back in the day, God rest his soul. Don't miss out. Don't get shut out, guys. You're going to go on a ride that you won't forget.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Booker T, for joining me today on Check the Rhymes. I will be checking it out. And I'm going to go try the spin-a-rooney as well.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Thank you.